Greetings, citizens! Justiguy has arrived, and this may look like something we've done before. But it's not. And this isn't totally being recorded, so late on Friday that it may not even get up in time. Shush, shush. The future star mechanic civilization, the defense center, is controlled by a central computer and such, and... Oh my god. What could be happening? Alien Shadow infiltrates... I am Brain! I exist to conquer the universe! Oh my god, what are we gonna do? Listen to that music! It's so good! 4 bright beams of light! Did you know that's... By the way, did I say a greeting citizens, Justiguy has arrived, or do I not deserve... Oh my gosh, every life form freezes! It's like Sonic! Oh no! It's like Sonic, which is appropriate, because Sonic is blue! And I mean, I guess you've already seen the title and the thumbnail, so... You know. You know! Look who it is! Both Bomberman and Max! Because did you know that when this game came out, the one that I've totally played before, there were multiple versions. Yo, Bomberman! Let's see who can rescue the Chara bombs first. That's totally Max's voice. That's right. Bomberman quickly dives into his bomber craft. That's right, guys. There's Max. He's so cool. Who could... Oh! That's not Max! It's Bomberman! Oh my gosh! Why are my controls not working? There we go. That's right, guys! Rescue the imprisoned Chara bombs! Look at that dude! So that's why I'm doing this, combination of technical issues, this being last minute, and a bunch of other stuff. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna try to be entertaining since this is like, as you'll find, I believe unlike with the sequel to Bomberman Max, Bomberman Max 2, Blue and Red on Game Boy Advance. By the way, should Game Boy Fridays extend to Game Boy Advance? Let me know about that, because I'm starting to worry that might become pertinent. Anyway, we got Pommy, the main Chara bomb, which totally does not look like a certain other creature. But, yeah. We're playing Bomberman. I mean, you know I love this game. ... Defeat all of Boris. So yeah, let's try to be entertaining now. If that's possible for me. Yuck, yuck, yuck. But no, for real, it's been a week. It's been a bit of a week for not just for me, but in general. It's, you know, and I'll try to be entertaining for you this Game Boy Friday. You know, do. Oh, come on. Try being the keyword here. Just like Konami tried to release Bomberman on a new Bomberman, and they totally failed. Let's talk about that. So, I don't know if y'all know this, there is a brand new, released within like the past couple of months, Bomberman game on Steam. And it doesn't seem like it's very good. No, in fact, it seems pretty... I don't have it, I admit. Because apparently they decided, what if we take down our free Battle Royale game, which, you know, Bomberman is like one of the, if not the original video game Battle Royale. And what if we turn it into a game that is not free, and instead you have to pay $50 for? Wouldn't that be cool? And I mean, I'm not going to say that what they had before was anything, you know, to write home about. I mean, I played a little of it, and, you know, it was kind of funky. Like, I feel like Konami, you know, it's Konami. They peaked a long time ago, and I'm very worried for how Ryukishi and Silent Hill are being handled. Or at least the one that Ryukishi is handling. But, you know how it is. Anyway, so they've got this thing up on Steam the platform of Steam, and maybe other platforms, actually. I have no idea. It costs like $50. I don't know if it has a new story mode. Did you even know that Bomberman had a story mode? I mean, I'm playing a story mode of Bomberman right now, so you might be aware that some Bomberman... Actually, there is actually an RPG. I would like to, if we extend Game Boy Fridays to Game Boy Advance titles, there is an RPG of sorts of the Bomberman variety I would like to show you guys, because it is one I have never beaten. I got near the end and couldn't get to beat the last dungeon, I think. So having revenge against that would be cool. Avenging my childhood self. But, you know. Nice. Anyway. Are these different levels? You know, I don't know now. It would be interesting if they're different levels. I don't think they are, but maybe they are. If this game has original levels too, and it wasn't just the sequel, and I might be wrong about the sequel, that would be pretty good, because this is, you know, back in the day when everyone was trying to copy Pokemon with different versions, and after a while only, I think, Metabots kept up with doing that, and I suppose the Battle Network games. And I guess it did kind of work out for the Battle Network games, though, huh? But beyond those, I can't think of many other things. Like, Metabot, I think, just kept doing it out of tradition, if you could call it that. Like, I mean, I don't know if the Metabots folks just hated the idea of localizing it, but, like, they won't even localize the gacha game, which, honestly, has so many cool collaborations. It's sad that we'll never get to see that in another language, but, you know... It'd be like that with gacha games. Did we do this level with Max? This doesn't feel familiar, but I could be very wrong. Hey, power for Pomni. Not to be confused with Pomni from the Digital Circus. And by talking about Pomni in the Digital Circuits, I can now use it in the title, and the thumbnail, and keywords, and be all clickbaity, haha! Sure, I probably won't do that, though. I'm not, you know, my thumbnails and titles and everything are terrible. And I mean, especially considering we're doing this on what is ostensibly, not a good, I mean, no, I don't think many people are going to click on this to begin with, you know? I mean, let's be perfectly honest. Why is anyone here? Why are you here? What is your function in life? Perhaps if you know that reference, by the way. What is your function in life? If you know that reference, I love you. I love you. If you... Please comment down below if you know that reference. I will give a shout out to any person that gets that reference, which means probably just the first person and anyone who lies afterwards. But still, if you know that reference, what is your function in life? And I put it in a video once a long time ago. But still, if you know that reference, I love you. God, I hope I got it right. I'd be very embarrassed if that was the wrong word. Let's see if we can do this level better than I did it as Max. This is definitely a level that Max had. God, the Bomberman franchise is in such a sad state. You know what I found out recently? Bomber Girl is still a thing. You know what Bomber Girl is? It's a gacha. I mean, you could probably guess by the name. It's, I think, a gacha? I'm not actually entirely sure. But it's about if all the Bomberman characters were or had waifus based on them? It's very bizarre. Like, there's a Max girl, there's a Bomberman girl, there's Bomberman girls of all the different colors. I think? I should have read the thing. Can you, like... Oh, gee. I had trouble with this one the first time, too, didn't I? Oh, no! Look at Bomberman! People are washed out Bomberman! The one big difference, though, Bomberman and Max have different Chara bombs. So you'll need to play together with a friend. And, you know, to collect them all. Oh, for Pete's sake. No, no, no! Oh my god. Good, good, good. Okay, we're powering up Pommy here. That's a fun level. Powering up Pommy. And again, sorry. I apologize if, you know, for the folks, whatever there are, that might actually watch these every week. If there are, holy shit, you're a very cool person. But like I said, there were technical difficulties and some other things with... I don't even... This is definitely not coming out on time. I'm going to tell you that. Like, it's... On time being I like to have a schedule, but... Anyway, let's talk about Bomber Girl, because, my god. It is... I don't like using this word. It's not a bad word, by the way. I just... The word lewd has IMHO kind of been ruined by, I don't even want to say weebs, but just, like... children. I mean, I'm sorry if you're above the age of, like, 13 and use the word lewd unironically, but... The way you use it makes it sound like you're teenagers who have just discovered tits. I'm sorry. And that, I think, is the first time I've ever used the word tits. But, like, that's what it feels like to me. So, I'm sorry. But it's like you just hit puberty when you talk about lewd things. Like... And I stand by that. I'm standing by that one. Especially... like in the visual novel space, if we're gonna go there. Oh, we're done. But we gotta find the exit. Like, oh, it's totally lewd. Like you like I said, you talk like you've just discovered that what you're into, and that's fine. But like that's not all there is to life. For some people, it isn't part of life at all. In fact, you know, shocker. I know. Like, you know, Semaru Shoka Jiroku no Kunta Ware wa omera Kuro ikage Sekai wa heiwa o mamaru tame Go go let's go Kagayaku machine, and so on and so forth. But yeah. Maybe that's what we'll talk about. Like, when people make lewd their whole fucking personality, like, look, I am not a prude, but fuck's sake. Like, just... Look, I don't care. I've seen shit. When I played Saya no Uta, I was, like, look, I was underwhelmed when I finally played it. Like, I'm not gonna... Shit. I am not gonna... I mean, I did admit only play it, like, 2 years ago or something, so that may be part of it. That, you know, I spent many years having it hyped up, and it, after I had been through like Umineko and other things that don't need to be named, it did not. It was just kind of, oh, it's a fucking. It just is what it is. Like, it was, and it's the kind of the same thing with all of the lewd. You know, it's like. Get a fucking hobby. You know? Like, I'm not trying to be mean, just... you know, I get it. Like, yes, companies like Sony are... Oh no, trying to take it away, and blah, 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 blah. Like, look, I get it. And Steam does not make it easy for the content to exist. I get it. There are arguments to be had, but... When all you do is talk like giggly little 5th graders, like, oh my god, ooh, yeah, it's so lewd. Like, Jesus Christ. Again, I don't care that, but it's an aesthetic, I guess, is the best way I can put it. Like, if that's all something has going, oh no, then... there's not really anything there. Like, You know, what the hell is the goal of this stage? I don't remember. Oh well, we'll figure it out if I kill this thing and it's an enemy. Okay, kill all enemies, we can do that. Come on, come here, come here. Oh, you son of a monkey. And like, I get it, it's sex sells, whatever, but you know what I mean? It's just, it sells, but it shouldn't be your entire personality, I guess, is my point. And it's just, on the flip side, there are things that are lewd, that are more than just that, and I don't know, man. Like, I get both sides of it, and I don't know. Personally, like, we're talking about Bomberman. The fact that what might be the best quote-unquote thing that the IP has going right now is Bomber Girl or Bomberman. I think it's Bomber Girl. That does depress me. Like, admittedly, in part just because it's Bomberman. I'd fucking play it. I admit it. I'd fucking play it if it was in English, just because I don't care. Like, I love this. I've said this before. I adore this IP. And it seems like it, unlike the actual Bomberman games, still gets support. So, you know, with that in mind, at least I'd be able to kind of support the series still. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no, yes. But like, on the flip side, I know that you could argue it would never really mean anything, but I don't know, man. Like maybe I'm just I'm too old to be the target demographic for, which again is probably true. Like, I mean, you know, I'm not about to go, I'm cute. I mean, like, I just don't give a shit. Like, don't get me wrong. If things are aesthetically pleasing, like, whatever, cool. But it doesn't necessarily apply to only lewd, like some people want to act like, you know? God, I hate that you're making me, or I'm making me now, say the fucking... I need to wash my mouth out with soap for saying this. Like, I'll say fucking shit, but lewd, unironically, no, thank you. Because again, it just sounds like babies. And that's nothing. I'm not talking about like people who make that kind of content. I know people who make lewd content, like, making me say it again. And I'm not talking about VTubers either. I mean, like, whether it's artists. Is there another stage over here? No. Artists, game makers, whatever. There's a market for it. I get it, but just ooh, another power bomb. Yay. Like, just... Oh no. What was the... Oh, Charbomb, right. Nope. But first... Ooh, a water one. Do we kill it if I do that? Oh, no, we don't kill it, but we do get me. I don't know, like... Alright, I guess this is why I had wanted to talk about something like the magic... Oh no! Digital Circus, I mean, but I guess I've gotten way off topic. Although, I guess, for some people, that's ended up pretty lewd, too. Haha. Ugh. I really do feel dirty saying it. Anyway, I guess... Did I have a point when I started talking? I don't know. Do I ever have points, though? Besides the ones on my head? Probably not. Rarely, if ever, if we're being honest. No, I want to stick with Tommy. Tommy, hello! Oh, 2 new levels? My gosh, what a selection. Defeat all of enemies. That's simple enough. Oh, okay. My bad. Whoops. Whoopie doo-doo face. Fireball man, you must go. I do have 2 hits. Fireball. Oh no! Like, look. I think it's bad to... The way I look at it, it is, going back to what I was starting to say, it is kind of an aesthetic thing, where it's like... It is not necessary. Like, look. It does not generally add to whatever you're doing. I mean, unless we're talking about stuff like eroge or whatever, but that's a wholly other discussion. If you want my opinion on that, generally, it doesn't. Like, as far as plot and stuff goes, you are rarely gonna find something where the actual scenes, I'm trying to watch my wording here, actually add anything to anything. But, with the exception of if you are literally wanting to make Ornagabi, because that's what that is. It exists for the purpose of gratifying the player, and if you're trying to argue, you're putting it in there, like no. You can depict that act without making it pornographic, you know? That's, I think, something people really don't like admitting. Like, yes, you can include it, and the fact that characters do it can be relevant to a plot, but I realize we're getting off topic, and I guess I did actually have a topic, but there is a massive difference between having your characters be intimate and even showing them being intimate and having a specifically ornographic scene. Like, those are worlds apart, and I don't think enough people recognize that. And like, it's not to say there's anything wrong with pornographic content in your whatever, but treating it like it's not that, like it's not there for the gratifying the player, is I don't know, fuck you, it's a lie. Like, it is not there to serve the narrative. It serves a purpose. We don't need to be ashamed of that purpose if that's your thing. But it's not there to... You can be artistic about that. Like, I don't know. I believe we need to blow this thing up. Is there any other enemies up here? Nope. Okay, good. This was another level that was in Max, so I think they might all be the same. Ah, nuts. Whoops. Okay, we're good. We got that out of the way. So, like, I mean, you can disagree with me, and, you know, whatever. I'll disagree with you. And we can all disagree together. But as far as, going back to what I was saying about the aesthetic, I think it's the same as violence. Like, you could have I don't think there is functionally any difference between Mortal Kombat score and, like, something that is an overt amount of fan service in it. You know, like, they are an aesthetic choice in that they don't add anything to the gameplay. They probably don't add anything to narrative. They can, if it is addressed in the narrative, and that's sometimes the case. But I see, the thing is, the violence in Mortal Kombat is not for me, so I don't know. But, you know, if you have a narrative that like, what's an example? Like High School DD does include, unless presuming it didn't change at some point, like, oh god. Because if it might have just decided to be lewd for, you got me saying it now, I hate you! But it might have decided to just be that for the sake of it, but initially, you know, it's gags and stuff, and even some plot points were built around it because it was a joke. And that's, like, it's an aesthetic choice, and that doesn't mean you have to like it. Like, everyone likes and doesn't like aesthetic choices, but hell yeah. But that is, I think, the best way to put it. It's the same, you can also have, like, a noir aesthetic, or a cartoonish aesthetic, or a hyper-realistic aesthetic, and it could be compounded by an aesthetic these you could combine aesthetics, like there are cases of a hyper-violent, also fan-servicey aesthetic, like High School of the Dead. That's what it was, right? It's been a long time since I thought about that. But is it HOTD? Yeah, it was High School of... Oh, crap! So, you know, like, whatever, I think... Oh, for crying out loud. Thank you. This one's gonna be a little... Oh, geez! There we go. And I'm sorry if I'm coming off as, like, sanctimonious or whatever. That's not what I'm... What the hell was the mission here? Kill those ones? Oh yeah, this one's a tiny level. But, yeah, like, that is not my intention, and whatever, you like what you like. If you disagree with me and think I'm just a total asshole, that's your prerogative, I guess. I didn't screw up, did I? Oh, yay, another Charva! Are we gonna find a new Kami or something else entirely? Ow. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Dang it. Whereas, you know, like... God damn, this is annoying. I will happily take that! My bad. I think I'm not being super coherent. This is stuff I would have liked to do, like, a scripted video about back in the day before I kind of gave up doing that. Maybe I will someday, but... if you go back, you know, you'll see I did a fair couple of things about visual novels, especially when Steam was really initially cracking down on them. Not that they're still not, even though news outlets don't cover it anymore, because I guess, fuck you, or whatever, I don't know. Like, I still hear about, you know, developers and publishers having to resubmit stuff for Steam over and over, and it doesn't go well, and it's just really shitty, but, you know, no one cares, because either they're... I mean, see, this is the thing. People are like, oh, they're just... They think it's all okay, or whatever, which even if it is, there's way worse on Steam. Cedron, no, stick with Pommy. And it's just... I don't know. And that's where, you know, the people are like, oh, see, people hate lewd content. Oh, God, I hate it. Like, you can't win. I think that's one of, like, I'm sorry if this is going to be a hot take, but you do yourself more harm than good when that's the only people that, like, I know maybe I'm like, I don't know, just making it myself out to be some weirdo, but you do your cause way more harm than good when you're running around talking about nothing. When you make it out like your things you're a fan of is nothing but the Ornarara parts. Like, you're not convincing anyone of anything, and or when you act like censorship of something that, again, does not add anything narratively, and the thing is, it's fine if it doesn't. That's what y'all don't get. That's the problem. The problem is not, oh, they took away my super important pun. It's that that's not something like, it's not something that you should have to be ashamed of in the first place. Like, there's so much garbage on Steam as it is that who gives a shit? You know? Like, I think you're making the wrong fundamental argument. I also don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing in this state. Oh, that thing. It's like, instead of being like, you know, you're hypocritical, you're... Like, there is stuff that absolutely does nothing on the platform. Crap. Go, go, go. But instead of, you know, being, I think, the right, logical route and being like, hey, you know, you're not bothered about stuff when it's da-da-da-da-da, even though it's, like, freaking with H-I-T-er. You know, the guy from Dragon Ball or something, whatever, you know, not anyone else. That's who I mean. It's just... You don't do your cause any justice, like I was saying, and so you get what we have. And then, of course, it doesn't help. Oh my god. That scared the hell out of me. Okay, totally lost my train of thought there. But, like, in general, you do your cause bad. When... Oh yeah, it doesn't help when the main people that aren't, like, publishers or developers going to bat for this kind of stuff act like a bunch of horny 10-year-olds. Okay, 11-year-old. 13... Children who think it's the end of the world when a little chest gets covered up. It's not, okay? You gotta fucking grow up, or you're never gonna get anywhere. You're never gonna convince anyone you're not just a bunch of horny babies. I'm sorry, but that's fucking life. Get over it. Like, and again, I am not on your side as far as content goes, but, like... You know what I mean? But, again... One, you don't ever choose your fucking battles. You pick the stupidest hills to die on. If at all. Just... And again, you act like every single time is the end of the goddamn world when it's not, and there's no willingness to understand that this might be the only way this stuff will ever come out. Like, no, it shouldn't be like that, shouldn't have to be like that, but it is, and it's just how it be sometimes. I know, it sucks. It's hypocritical and blah, blah, blah. Sweetheart, sweetheart. We just took care of this, sweetheart. You gotta wait a minute. Can you wait, please? I don't think she can wait, please. All right. All right, this is gonna be even later then. All right, so look, this one's been all over the place. I thought a little bit while I was walking her. Give me a sec. Anyway, like I was saying, this one has been all over the place, and I am not sure, because I've just been kind of, you know, I don't want to say venting per se, but oops. Maybe a little bit, because, like, look, the analogy I always go for with this kind of content is it is like a bookshelf, you know? It is a genre on a bookshelf, and I guess I'm now talking more about, like, VNs and stuff than I am in general, but, like, you can't, with VNs, you can't only have one genre on your bookshelf. On the flip side, and this goes in broader in general, there's nothing wrong with having this genre on your bookshelf. Like, it goes both ways. You can have the genre of whatever it is on your bookshelf, but, whoops, time to go. At the same time, you gotta recognize making your life about the one genre and everything is gonna make for a really boring bookshelf. It doesn't work. Like, it should exist, it can exist, there's nothing wrong with it existing. But no one likes someone whose whole life is this one. I mean, I don't want to insult anybody about, like, I'm trying not to insult anybody, but, like, I mean, I guess I am insulting people, and I'm not trying not to, but I don't know, fuck it. If I'm gonna get canceled over this, then I'm not big enough to cancel. Who gives a shit? But, like, I think you get what I'm saying. I should hope you get what I'm saying. Like, TLDR, there's a time and a place. Oh! It's one of these. These ones are tricky. Okay, hold on. I gotta concentrate. Does it kill all enemies or just these little guys? Oh, nuts. Okay, quick. Dang it. I mean, yeah, what more can I say about this? I didn't mean to go preaching on you guys, but I guess I kind of did once I started rambling. And yeah, again, going back, I know there are some people out there who are like, this stuff shouldn't exist, or this stuff ruins this or that, and like, Like, on the one hand, I don't not get it. I don't want to do those around. Ooh, don't care. But on the other, it's like, oh, for fuck. It's not. Oh, come on, I was on the portal, you monkeys. Anyway, like I was saying, I get it, because the thing is, it goes back to what I was saying with the bookshelf, and that people want, if there was a better balance of content, I don't think it would be as bad. Whereas, because the bookshelf, in a lot of cases, is a majority of one kind of thing, people want other stuff, and I think that's the crux of it. That's valid. The problem is, when people go, oh, well, get rid of that. Did I really just do that? Oh my god. Here's the thing. What people need to do is, instead of saying there should be less of X, which X in this case being XXX, what needs to happen is people go, instead of saying less of X, we need to make more of Y, and we need to accept there being more of Y. That's a big problem with VNs. Sweetheart, not now, sweetheart. We were just out. She gets jealous because when VNs, especially indie ones, are getting made and there's no X in it, it will just get written off because some people have decided that's all the genre is good for. And to those people, yeah, fuck you, no. Like, you're wrong, and just you got shit taste. And again, that goes to what I was saying before about how that is a fundamentally different thing, and why, like, I think just objective proof about how that stuff does not add, you can't get any more truer than that if that can decide. It's like how gameplay, for example, could decide. Like, it is a separate function, but that is a separate discussion again. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, I think while I think it is wrong to say that the thing that I was saying was wrong to say, I also think it is wrong to say that things, I think it is fair to say, oh, I would like this thing better if it did not have that in it. In the broader sense, I think the right way to go about it is we want more of things that don't have that in it. Like, I see, I think Dress Up Darling gets that kind of comment a lot, where it's like, you know, oh, it didn't need the fan service. Like, it's aesthetic, and that's part of its characterization, and it would be better to some people if it didn't have it. Personally, I don't care. I'm sorry, like, you know, I mean, I think it's fine with it, but I'm not gonna, my enjoyment of it is not based on that aspect, so I wouldn't give a shit if it didn't have it one way or the other. Like, it's like going to the aesthetic thing, it's like, for me, it's like, I know, it's like a color, I guess, in that respect. Like, it didn't add or take away from it for me. Which, you know, is something I have the, I guess, privilege of being able to say. For some people who don't like it, though, you know, it does take away from their experience, and that is totally valid. Like, for me, I could look past it, or have just, I don't know, old enough or desensitized enough to just not be able to say, I don't care, or be able to accept the justification for it being there. Like, you know? But it's totally valid if you can't. But that doesn't mean it shouldn't be there. If the author wanted to put it there for whatever reason, whether it's to sell to the... God damn! To the guys who are gonna go, or girls, we're gonna go, so lewd. Or, you know, or people who, you know, think it's fine that characters are expressing themselves and exploring themselves that way, whatever. I think that's also a difference between that's an aesthetic versus, well, maybe not. That is a topic we could talk about. I mean, should I keep going? It's already going to be late anyway. Like, who cares, right? Like, some aspects of fan service are, like, she could, for example, I guess one example, if we're going to use that show, she could be wearing those outfits without having, like, the scenes that are there for the gratification of the viewer, for example. Like, that actually might be a good example, and there's nothing wrong with that, but do they add to the narrative is the question, and... I don't know. They could, in the respect that... Oh my god, why do I keep ending up here? In the respect that, for the protagonist, oh, you're able to see what he's getting flustered over, I guess. Like, I guess there's that argument. But at the same time, you know, like I'm saying... Yeah. I don't know, I guess I'm really... fuck, I'm getting a phone call. Alright, so, like I was saying, blah, 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 words, blah, blah, I was talking about my dress-up darling, I think. Yeah. I think it's totally valid if you don't like it for that reason, just like it's totally valid if you like it for that reason. I think, personally, I'm gonna think it's... I would personally, just based on my tastes, I guess kind of lead more towards agreeing with the person who doesn't like it because of it. Just because, again, while it doesn't bother me, I also get it. In that, you know, like, also people who, you know, I mean, I'm sorry, y'all are kind of fucking annoying. I'm gonna be perfectly real. Like, you do that to yourselves, you're not winning yourselves any friends. I'm sorry! Like, again, get a hobby! That does not involve telling everyone what you're getting off to at all times of every hour of every day. And you know, now simultaneously, there's nothing wrong with that, but stop. Like, ugh, this is fucking awkward. But again, it's an aesthetic thing, it's an artistic thing, I guess. Like, personally, am I going to include it in a VN I make? No. You know, I'm sorry I keep relating it back to VNs. That's just... I want it to be my... I'm not going to say it's my wheelhouse. I want it to be my wheelhouse very much, but this year really kicked my teeth in as far as that goes. Like, a lot. But that's a depressing topic, and I don't want to depress you guys with how bad this year's been for me, and in the grand scheme of things, it hasn't been that bad. Like, it could have been a lot worse, and I don't want to act like I've really had it all that bad, because in the grand scheme of things, fuck off, no I haven't. Also, I think I'm lost in a maze of repeating levels. But, it is true that I didn't get much work done this year, well, so, you know, I can acknowledge that, I guess. So, I apologize if it is annoying that I keep relating it back to VN, since it is a particular gripe with me that Arrow fans cannot let go of the arrow in the game, I guess. For some. Not all. I will acknowledge not all. But for the ones that are like that, goddamn. Have I done this one? I'm so distracted by what I'm talking about. But again, on the flip side, you got stuff like 100 Girlfriends, which is one of my favorite manga. I wouldn't say what fan service it has adds to it necessarily, but to me it is primarily, oh my god, we're back here, a comedy. So, like, on the other hand, it does have some of it. I mean, the episode that airs in, what, 2 days is a fan service episode, and, like, some people are just gonna be, like, put off by that, and no amount of comedy. I mean, I would say to agree that is a little prudish, I will admit, but that's their prerogative, and that's totally valid. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I would say if, to someone who's saying, oh, you're just being a prude, I would say, no, fuck you, that's totally their right to not enjoy that. Because it's a show that can be enjoyed for a lot of different reasons, and, you know, that's the thing with the whole aesthetic, the kind of thing I'm trying to explain. Like, just because it has that aesthetic there are very service-y things that do try to tell, like, heartfelt stories, and even that do. God, I'm sorry, I keep, like, stumbling on the words and then saying them anyway half the time. It's like, I don't know how, now that I'm in the YouTube part of the program, how words, like, even though I curse like a sailor, how some words are going to be handled and others aren't. I don't know what words to look out for, and really, to a degree, I'm not going to say I don't care, but where the hell are the new levels, also? Like, what is happening? Nope, nope, nope. Alright, nice. This had a couple of new levels, right? Yes, it did. Can I get up there safely? Yes, I can. Oh, we were really stuck for a while. Defeat all of enemies. Alright, that's simple enough. Like, I'm sure I've said something in this whole mess that sounds hypocritical and doesn't jibe with something else I've said. I don't know. I'm just a guy, after all. But really, at the end of the day, my view is pretty simple. I think whatever you want to create, I am or want to be a creator, and I think it is the worst thing in the world if a creator is told or is not allowed to create whatever they want to create. That is, at the end of the day, all I'm about. Which is also why I'm a big into the public domain, because that is for creators and creatives. But that's totally different topic. Oh my gosh. Shouldn't even be bringing that up right now. Like, golly gee. But, you know, here's just since it's come up, you know, if someone wants to make a frickin' Winnie the Pooh-chan, I would say, you know what, fucking go for it. Some people would probably be squicked by it, and I would understand why, but I think if someone genuinely wanted to make that, then I would say, go for it. That is something you want to make. I mean, if you look at anime, not anime, if you just look at, I mean, go just anime. But if you look at how many different interpretations there have been of stuff like Snow White or Cinderella, or even Pinocchio, like, a lot of them are, you know, just waifus, but there's a lot of really cool and crazy takes on it too. So if that's what it takes to get some cool poos out there, haha, cool poos. I'm mature. Okay, that's not funny enough to earn that laugh. But if that's what it takes to get some cool poos, seriously, then bring on the waifus. And you know what? Who cares? Just don't interact. Like, the thing that people really do not get is you can oh my god. Is that you? It is totally feasible to just let things exist. And the problem that I think goes back to the bookshelf problem, where when the bookshelf only has one genre and you like a different genre, that's valid, and it's very frustrating when the genre you like is not represented, and I think people need to respect that. No, it is not right to say, so therefore we need less of the other genre. But, god darn. But, and I realize that analogy is technically not good because it goes against me saying this is all about aesthetics, but in this respect, when people are not into this stuff, that's gonna be what it feels like. And I think it'll only really be able to be treated like the aesthetics that it kind of is when we can really even out the playing field. And that means we need creators of different backgrounds, different interests, so on and so forth, being allowed to have a spotlight. And I know to some of you that's like, you're just trying to be woke. No, fuck off. First of all, do you know how many of these lewd IPs are, like, super fucking woke? in their actual narratives. It is wild, like how many of you don't have reading comprehension as far as that goes. I'm sorry to get a little political out of nowhere here, but it's true. So, you know, and again, this isn't even that political, like, or at all, really. It's, but, like, I'm sorry, that just came out of nowhere, but, you know, don't be a dick, I guess is what I'm saying. Don't be a dick to other people. Other people want different kinds of media. Other people have the right to have different kinds of media, but now I'm repeating myself. Also, since I brought it up, the thing I was thinking of was freaking Nikkei. That has got to have one of the wokest narratives I think you could have in a game. And I do wonder, like, how many people who play it actually... It's not even subtle about it, which is really funny to me. Like, I generally just stick to Grand Blue, but when it came out, it was not subtle. And that's very funny to me, given what you could argue is the target demographic of that game. But maybe that's a little too political of me? I don't know. Like, again, if you like it, I mean, arguably, that game only exists for the obvious reasons, and take more power to you if you like it. But it's just, that's the case that's kind of funny to me. Ooh, another char bomb. Sorry, I know I'm going on for a longer than I usually do on this, but I guess I'm trying to end on some kind of point. Oh, Jesus. And I feel like now I'm just starting to dig myself into a hole, which I didn't mean to do. But really, like, I think the bookshelf thing is the thing I feel the strongest about, in that everyone should be able to, one, live happily, which, you know, fuck you if you disagree about that. Like, if you disagree about that, then fuck off. I don't care how you feel. Get off my channel. Like that's basic shit. And, two, everyone should be able to, you know, sit back and enjoy a book, the quote-unquote book, or in this case, a video game, or an anime, or whatever. And that means that all taste should be catered to. And, dare I say it, pandered to. Oh no, because, I mean, that's what fan service is at the end of the day, whether it's, you know, a story about tokusatsu heroes and stuff, because that's totally pandering to me. Or it's about, like, freaking Zongas bouncing Zongali, or if it's about hot Bishonen, Bishonen, you know, everybody deserves to have, you know, a good time living, and it fucking sucks that that's not how it is. And it fucking sucks that there's some people who don't think that should be how it is, and you can fuck off if you're one of those people. Like, I don't, you know what? I mean, that, I think, is a pretty simple thing. Like, I think everyone should be able to enjoy life and enjoy, that should be the ideal we're pushing for. You know, and if that's not your ideal, then why the fuck are you living? What the fuck do you, not like in a you should not be living, but like, what do you want out of life then? But to make life worse for others, you know? Like, fuck that. You know, I'm not saying, okay, go out and make the world better for other people, but if you want the world to be worse for other people, fuck you. Like, that's such a simple concept, I think. But I don't know, for some, I know this is now getting way off base, but what the hell was the goal here? 7 somethings, I know that. Is it not 7? There are 7 enemies left, but I don't think it's enemies. 7 of these, yep. But yeah. Like, I'm sure I've said a lot of controversial, but maybe contradictory stuff in this video. Like I said, it's just been a kind of flowing train of thought, mishmash of nonsense, and I think gone on, what was it now? This is, I think, almost an hour long, and I've gone on at least 2 different walks with the dog, so, you know, it would not surprise me if I've been all over the place. I think I've been all over the place. But, you know, today has been a day. Get him. Man, I didn't even get to talk about Bomber Girl. Which I think was how we got into... Was that how we got into this topic? Or was it something else? I don't remember anymore. I do apologize if I've been preaching, because, like I said, I didn't intend to be preachy like I am. Maybe a little insulting, but not preachy. I do have some strong opinions, clearly, but, you know... Whatever. I don't think anyone's been watching this. This is definitely the longest Game Boy Fridays yet. And, folks, I admit, are not hottest on those. Though, we've covered so much, I'm sure I can work out some kind of clickbait, which was not my intention, but... Hey. Shoot. Get him. Yes. Oh, nuts. No, no, no. No, no, no. Move. Support indie devs. Let's go with that as our thesis. Support indie devs. I'm not sure if I should say anything specific, because if I've left a bad impression, then that would be bad, right? Oh boy. I don't know. I'd like to think I'm being reasonable, or maybe not, I don't know. No, no, no! This is hard. We gotta have that thing blocked off. Come up here. Come here, come here, come here. Book it, book it, book it. We got a boogie. And go. Now you. Oh, for crying out loud. This is what it's gonna feel like after this video, isn't it? Getting chased by the masses. Goodness gracious. Alright, come here. Come here. Don't come up, don't come up! Did we save this one for next time? There's probably not going to be a next time of this specifically, though. No! I think we've hit a brick wall. That's different, at least. And look, if you want, maybe I will make a more Justy things type of video where I talk about this a little more, try to script something. I don't know. I think I've gotten my whatever point I might have across in that I am annoyed by certain things. Oh, I'm supposed to be kicking. Please don't follow me. No! I'm gonna get this. Why is this one so hard? Ha ha ha, very funny. Shut up. For real though. This one sucks. NGL. No, get away from here. Please, oh please, I beg of you. Almost had it that time. Okay, good. One down. Can I get you up here now? Whatever. No! No! Thank God. Shit! Alright, you know what? I'm out of juice. I gotta upload this. It's late as is. Anyway, feel free to bring on the hate or bring on the nothing. Or maybe no one will watch this until like 10 years from now when I'm a super famous and rich visual novel developer. Yeah, right? And I get canceled over it. I don't know. I don't think I've said anything really that bad. Maybe I have. I mean, I guess I am calling a certain group of people a bunch of horny children. So, oops, I said it. But you know what? Again, get a hobby. Like, there's nothing wrong with liking that stuff, but that can't be your whole personality. I'm saying that for your benefit and for the benefit of the medium and in general. And you know what? If you don't like that, tough shit, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Genuinely, I don't purposely want to be mean, I think. Maybe sometimes to some people. It sounds really bad. No, I don't. I don't. That sounds so bad. It's like something the fucking anime character would say or something. No, I don't. I really don't. It's just I am a passionate creator type, and you know how it is. I hope you know how it is. But maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Maybe some folks just really like their stuff and feel like it's getting taken away from them, or people want to take it away from them. I don't think that's how it is. I don't think that's how it should be at any rate. Because, like I said, back to my bookshelf analogy, every genre, whether it's totally, what's the word for it? But, totally clean, I guess. Totally raunchy, totally the word I don't want to use and get back out of my vocabulary again after this video. Whether it's totally violent or gory or fuck, even like Guru and shit, you know. I would prefer if creatives have the space to put stuff out for their potential audiences to ideally inspire others who go on to create and inspire others. And just this beautiful, that is my beautiful ideal world. Maybe that's not realistic. Maybe there are people who genuinely hate XYZ genres and don't think they have the right to exist. I'm not a fan of that, but I feel like we can't have the most beautiful things if we don't have, at least in fiction. Like, obviously, keep the ugly things out of reality. But what do I know? I am just a guy. And I'm afraid that this is going to have to be farewell.